Hey guys, I'm Devin from Suicide Cages, and you're listening to Heavy Mental Breakdown.
Heavy Mental Breakdown is an official sponsor of the upcoming Brayburns Record Showcase in
Sure.
Denver, Colorado, February 28th. Headlining is Suicide Cages that night. How's it going, Devin? I'm stoked to be chatting with you.
How you doing, man? Good, yeah, man. Thanks. I'm stoked that you're going to be part of that. It's cool.
Me too. How are you guys feeling going into this show, and what's your kind of relationship looking like with Brayburn Records?
Sure. No, man, we're excited. We're kind of taking a breath right now. We had a lot going on last year. We had our last show at the beginning of November. We played with Shy Hulu. And then we're kind of just taking a break until 2/28, focusing on writing. We've got a lot coming up this next year, so this is going to be a cool show, man. It's the way we had the first Brayburn showcase this past February, and we kicked the year off that way. And honestly, it exceeded expectations.
Cool.
The room was like 80% full. So we're like, okay, how do we top that? How do we put together an even better showcase in hopes that we can sell this one out? So it's going to be cool. We're really grateful, man. Derek's been awesome to us. We weren't really like the first band per se when he relaunched. That was his son's band, Mood Swing Misery. But we were the other band that he was really courting, and he actually came and saw us when we had a show out in Salt Lake City. He was out there seeing family and just showed up.
That's cool.
And he's like, hey, I'm gonna restart this label. We're like, yeah, cool, man. And I didn't really believe him. And then like a month later, he's like, hey, so I've done, X, Y, and Z. And we're like, oh shit, cool. All right, well, let's have a real conversation about it. Because no disrespect, I just didn't think you were actually doing it. So that's cool. Man. He's had a hell of a year. Signed a lot of great bands, and he's been really good to us. We put out Live Without, our newest EP last year with Brayburn. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. When did the new EP come out?
July, first week of July. I don't remember the exact date.
Okay, so it was just this summer, so it's still pretty new. What is the response been?
It's been great, man. We've been playing those songs live for a little while, and we had a really big show with Dillinger, Escape Plan, and Converge that we were like, we gotta have the record.
That's sick.
Yeah, it was incredible.
That's a big show.
It was a massive show. It's the biggest thing we've ever done. So
that's amazing.
When we got that show offer, the record was supposed to come out 2 weeks later. We were like, Derek, we gotta bump this thing up. He's like, yeah, obviously.
Very cool.
It's been great, man. We've had a really good response.
How was it like playing a show for some of those guys there?
It was unnerving. It was weird.
I bet.
It was cool, man. I mean, it's a place out here called the Mission Ballroom. Like, I've seen Judas Priest play that stage, which was crazy. Like, they do a lot of pop acts there. And so the fact
are you in Denver?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, we're all essentially in different parts of Denver. I live in Wheat Ridge, which is 5 minutes outside of Denver. But yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay.
So yeah, man, that was cool. That was a really, really cool show. Like, we had just wrapped up a quick tour, and then we had that show at the end of it. So we were super grateful. And yeah, man, it's been incredible. Like, this EP's done a ton for us. It's the second time we've worked with Will Putney too, on some of the mixing and mastering, and he's just made these things sound massive. So yeah, man, we can't wait to
very cool.
Get the new stuff out.
How long has Suicide Cages been a band for?
About 5 years. Really, we've been playing shows for 4. This is our 4th EP. Well, 3 EPs and a full length. So we've been trying to pump out an album a year in some capacity. So yeah, it's been it took a little bit to kind of form the band, and then once we did, we just hit the ground running, man.
Well, if you started 5 years ago, I mean, I bet that was a pretty wild time to be starting something new, huh? Year 2020, you guys. Is that kind of how it all started? Just everybody just being pissed off, and then, what do I love? I love rock and roll. What do we want to do? We want to fucking be in a band and play shows. Let's start this now.
Well, so basically what had happened, like our guitar player Mike and I are like lifelong friends, and he had asked me multiple times to start a band with him, and I was like, I don't know, dude, I got a lot going on, blah blah blah, like 1,000 excuses that were all bullshit. And then about 8 months into COVID, like I was still furloughed. My ex at the time and I had split up. I had like literally nothing going on. And he asked again, and I was like, you can't look my man in the face and just lie to him again. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. So it took us about, like I said, about a year to really get it formed. We have our drummer currently and our original bass player, and then we've since picked up Matt on bass about a year and a half ago.
So if it wasn't for the pandemic, do you think you guys would have started this?
I don't know. I probably would have found another bullshit excuse to give him truthfully.
All right. It sounds like it was destined to happen anyway. It needed to happen when the time was right.
Mike's persistence is what got this going.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, man. I don't know. Maybe it would have. Maybe it wouldn't have. Maybe
yeah.
I think I think we would have got there in some capacity, but
sure.
Our rhythm section at the time kind of came out of the ashes of another band that died because of COVID. So it was like timing was everything. It all worked out.
Yeah.
Once show started, we started kind of playing not too long after that.
And everything just grooved and it just felt right.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, well, we discussed the new EP, and, one of the reasons we are here today is because of a track that you have called Tongues of Hell. What about this track did you think that this is the one that I want to break down? What does this one mean to you?
I think this is the song. So let me take a step backwards. So when we got our new bass player, Matt, I shouldn't even say new, he's been with us for a year and a half, but our newest member, Matt, was when we started writing this EP, and that was the first song we really wrote as a group that I was like, oh yeah, this is it. Like, this makes sense. Like, we all felt really good about it. I think it's a really good representation of us as a band, and like the aggression that we bring live, and just Matt's addition to the band. So I don't know, and I think lyrically, it's a political song. There's a lot of songs about myself on here, not on this album, but in old stuff, and I was like, I don't want to talk about that. I figure we'll get into that topic.
You're like, I'm willing to break a track down, but as long as it's not about me, let's do it.
No, whatever. I don't know, man. Like, how many songs can you write about, like, your own mental health and your struggles?
Yeah.
With your mom, and I was like, fuck it, I'm pissed off about other stuff too.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I picked this one. I was like, it's just a little more of an interesting topic.
Gotcha.
I'm just proud of this song, man. If nobody's ever heard this before, I think this is a good.
When was this track written? Like the actual lyric portion of it. When was this song started?
Jesus. Probably about 14 months ago. We recorded it last January.
Oh, okay.
I want to say, God, November, December of last year. No, maybe earlier than that. Jesus, probably earlier than that. So yeah.
Gotcha.
We got it all pretty dialed in by Christmas.
Was there something going on in your guys' life around that time that kind of helped that kind of inspired this song specific by any chance?
It did. It was kind of like seeing the impending doom of the election that was coming. Truthfully, it's like when I wrote this, and that's how I feel, and I don't, it was kind of just seeing things change and seeing people that I felt like were a little more open-minded and forward-thinking and positive individuals be not so much. And it kind of helped me craft this song. So
yeah, it's interesting. I've had the first like maybe 30 or so episodes of this show. Yeah. There was no political talk. But the last couple weeks, this has been like the third or fourth track that somebody has said it's what's going on in the life is inspiring me right now to just write music, and it's been inspiring me for the last like 20 years or for the last like 5 years or so since 2020, and I'm finding a lot of people are finding just inspiration from watching the news to be like, you know what? Either you agree with it or you don't. It's inspiring you to create art from it. And I'm finding a lot of people are using that for it.
And I think there's a lot to be frustrated in life.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, there is.
Things are hard for a lot of people, and it's not been the most enjoyable time. So
yeah,
it's, like we're already 4 songs into writing a new full length.
Wow.
It's it's been easier to write lyrics than it has
It's
been.
kind of just writing itself at this point, huh?
Sometimes, yeah. Like sometimes you go into topics and then you kind of just flow, man. And,
Yeah.
I don't know. I try to write about all sorts of different things. So
Yeah. Yeah. Outside of politics, what else kind of gets your interest in writing lyrics? Just kind of day-to-day life and your own things you've got going on, or what else inspires you? I see some. What are those records are behind you?
yeah,
Or
those are my records. Yeah.
so just like listening to other music that inspires you. Like what else gets those creative juices flowing?
I like to read a lot. Like I read a lot of current events, and I don't always just write about those things. But there's a new song that we finished that hasn't been recorded yet. That's about. Are you familiar with Marvin Heemeyer and the Killdozer?
No.
It's kind of okay. So it's kind of a Colorado thing. This was probably early 2000s. There was a man. There's a really cool Netflix documentary about him, but he lived up in Granby, which is like 2 hours or so outside of Denver in the mountains. And there was some land rights disagreements, and he got frustrated, and he converted a old bulldozer into a tank and drove it through large portions of the community. Yeah, it's a pretty intense story, and he didn't kill anybody other than himself. But
oh wow,
it's a really, really wild, intense folklore kind of Denver thing, or Colorado thing rather. And so yeah, I wrote a song kind of first person from him, just because it's
from him, his perspective.
Like his perspective, yeah. So that's going to be a new one. So yeah, like just trying to think of different things like that, man. I mean,
just real life stuff, the real horror of the world. I'm a big horror movie fan, and the things that get me the most scared are the mental things that happen within ourselves. That's the scariest thing in the world to me.
Yeah, man. And like there's another song. The first single off our current EP is called Exit Interview, and I had left a job of 11 years and kind of just burned a lot of things down in my life, and was like working on reforming and just finding a new path in a new direction. And so like that song's almost kind of like more of a positive thing. It was just a whole, just like, fuck it, do whatever you want. Who cares? So, like, doesn't matter how old you are or young you are. Like, if you're stagnant and you're not happy, like, go find something else, man. Like, there's so much to do. Like, life's short. Like, I've been in, we've all put ourselves in situations that are good, not great, or are fine, or you just get comfortable in, and it doesn't mean that's how you have to live the rest of your life. Like, go find something else to do. Like, reinvent yourself. It's okay.
It's never too late.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel as we get older and we're stuck in this kind of 9-to-5 lifestyle, we crave that nostalgic feeling of just wanting to go back to a simpler time. And that's why festivals like When We Were Young Fest are so popular. It's a moment to kind of just relive the better times and stuff. And I feel like that's very relatable.
Yeah, man. And I think that's what's kind of enjoyable about being a little bit older and being in a band.
Yeah.
I mean, we have our shit together. We care. Like, everybody's lives are busy and full of other things. So it's like, we're choosing to take the time out to do this, so we're all taking it very seriously, and we're very focused. And so it's just, who cares, man? Like, some people go by boat, some people go camping. Like, I drive around the Western United States with my friends and play shows for my vacations. Like,
that's awesome.
That's what makes me happy, and it's cool. And like, it was weird because there was this time when I was talking to my therapist, and I was like, man, sometimes I feel like I don't. There's things that other people have that are measures of growth or measures of success, and I don't necessarily want those things, but I was also struggling with this idea of feeling inadequate. And as I talked it through with her, I was like, you know what? I own this condo. It's not the biggest place, but like, I own something, and that's dope, and I don't have to ask people for anything. And also, I got this band with my 3 friends that we both that people seem to like, and that's cool. And like, people are willing to invest money in to do this, and we get to drive around and people show up to see you. You're like, man, like that's an experience that other people don't get, that most people don't get in life, or to like have these types of conversations where you're like, the average person doesn't sit down and do these things. And so finding value in what's important to me I think it's like, I'm not gonna get on a boat anyway. I don't care. Like, I just want to.
Where does that stem from with you? Has there always been something kind of in the back of your mind that just kind of wanted more, and there was a dream you always wanted to pursue, and one day you're just coming to this awakening moment. I want to do what I want to do, and what I love. Like, where did that stem from with you?
So I think for me, like, I have 2 boys, and I had kids super young, like 22, 23. And I think, and it was just one of those things where, like, oh, you're in love, and like you get married and you do these things because it's what you think you do. And like the reality was like,
yeah,
there's not, nothing against the kid's mom. Like, I don't have a negative thing to say about her. It's just that we were young and we grew, and as we grew up, we grew apart, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
And I think I spent so much time focused on just making sure they were good and making sure as they were growing up and getting older that they had everything they needed. And so, like, my hobbies and my interests weren't really important at the time because I just didn't have time for that.
Yeah.
So as they were getting older, and like, my oldest son just graduated high school, and my youngest son, he lives with his mom mostly. He goes to school about an hour from here. And so, I still see him a lot on the weekends, but it's kind of, it opened up this. And also there was part of it that I was like, I have the time. My kids are doing other things, but also it's like, fuck it. I want to show them that you can build something for yourself.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times too, that job that I talked about that I left was really kind of starting to negatively impact my mental health. And I was starting to really feel, I was allowing people, including my boss there, to kind of tear me down, and building this band up into something was a way to remind myself that I'm capable of doing that shit. And I'm capable of starting over and building something fun. And obviously there's 4 of us in this band, and now there's got 3 other people that help in different capacities that don't play instruments, but
building, yeah.
But yeah, like it's been cool to say, I don't care. I'm just gonna go do this, and I'm gonna be good at it because I'm gonna work hard. And I wasn't always good at it. I just blow my voice out, and it's just it's like everything. It's you gotta figure out how to run your podcast to be successful and interesting, and you gotta figure out how to hone your craft, and then get 3 other dudes who want to kind of do the same thing, and it makes sense. And like, you work well together, and so
yeah.
So yeah, man,
that's so cool, man. That's so cool. It's a very inspirational story. It kind of just shows that you can do all the things in life that you want to do if you want to do them. For example, if you want to have kids, then have them. If you want to play music, then do that too. It doesn't have to. Your dreams and goals don't have to be an either or. There's ways of balancing it out, and I feel most of us think that, if we do this first, we don't have time for this other one, or vice versa, whatever one it is. But I think your story is really cool because you're just like, yeah, I did this thing. I knew I had a priority of raising these kids, and that was priority to you. But you always kind of knew, hey, I have this part of me that just needs to kind of get out, and I have these frustrations of just everyday life and getting through my mental health. And so not only do I love this, but it's a kind of a place for me to go to let those emotions out. So there was literally nothing that kind of stood in your way. You took care of business and then got back to what you wanted to do. I think that's an awesome story, dude.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I think the hardest part in a long time, like in the beginning, was really just imposter syndrome and figuring out
imposter syndrome.
Figuring out how to scream again and scream. Kind of like, I don't know, we were playing decent shows from the beginning, and I was like, cool, I'm nervous, I'm still figuring this out, and people are actually showing up, which is cool, and I'm grateful.
You're like, wait, this is actually working? Hold on a minute.
But I was like, God damn it, I'm not ready. And that's cool. No, and it's okay. Like the last couple of years have been like a whirlwind for us. And
sure.
When we started this, we never thought we would play outside of Denver. It was just, the thought was, let's just give a shit and try as hard as we can.
Yeah.
And have a good time. And
let's have fun, guys.
Just allow it to be whatever it can be, man. Like, I don't know what that is. We're not done. We're all happy. Yeah, we're all happy. We're continuing. We're working on stuff for 2027 already. And so it's like
2027, not even next year, the year after you're already working on.
Some stuff coming up. We got stuff for this coming year.
Yeah. But you're already thinking that far ahead. I love it.
Yeah, man, we're trying to write 12 songs right now, and it's we've got a re-release coming out soon of our 2023 Be Mother of Thousands. That's going to be an expanded edition. And then our friends, Ghost Frame from California, label mates of ours, that we just did a short run with them and Iron Ox.
Oh, cool.
We've got a tour coming up with Ghost Frame and another band called Loather. And then we're doing a split with Ghost Frame. And then we're trying to record a full length by the end of next year.
Cool.
Get that out 2027. So it's just like, right now, it's cold. Well, it's not really that cold in Colorado. It should be colder, but it's not. But regardless, it gets dark at 4:45.
Right. I'm in New York, and it's been in like the 20s the last like week or so.
Oh damn!
Oh shit! It's getting cold out.
That's usually what it is here. It's been beautiful, but then we were under like crazy wind advisories, and it got up to like 60 miles an hour last night when I was trying to sleep.
Oh shit!
My dog was restless. Yeah, a lot of parts of the town lost power. A lot of the older parts, like where I live, have above ground power lines, so that's not whole for it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time in Colorado. Like I have a bunch of family in the Springs. My parents lived in Longmont.
Nice.
I have family that's in Denver. I'm out there quite often. Denver is Colorado in the whole is pretty fun. There's a lot of like little areas that just have these cool scenes.
Yeah, man.
Metal and punk, and it has its whole vibe.
Yeah, I grew up out here, and I left for part of my 20s. I moved to Syracuse, New York, for about a year. And
okay.
That was not.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I did not have a good time, man. I love New York. I don't. Winters in upstate New York, I'm all good, man.
All right.
Then I get Syracuse, winter hit, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing a second one of these.
Yeah, it gets brutal.
Yeah, and then so I moved down to Miami for a few years.
Oh, yeah, it's the complete opposite.
Yeah, polar opposite. But I think all of that said, I had to do these things to realize how much I loved it out here. So I came back at like 29 and I moved back since. And yeah, man, I think what's been cool is we're 8 hours away from any real major cities. So like Albuquerque, Salt Lake City, Omaha, Kansas City.
Yeah,
8 hours away.
Yeah, good point.
But what we have is, Denver's a good hub and is a growing city. Fort Collins, which is an hour north, has an incredible scene. Colorado Springs, which is an hour south, has an incredible scene. So, right the weekend immediately after the Brave Burn Showcase, we're playing Fort Collins and Colorado Springs.
Oh, okay.
So it's nice because it's cool stuff, man. There's cool bands there, and everybody's excited, and you get, there's good supportive crowds there, and so you can still kind of have this little run and bounce around. And Grand Junction on the other side of the mountains.
Sure.
It's a really cool up-and-coming scene these days, which is nice. For a while, we had to drive past it to get to Salt Lake City, and now we can stop in the middle, play a show, and then only do 4 hours after. So
that's cool. So it sounds like you guys have been on the road, and you've been doing this thing for a while. How many times have you been outside of Denver? Do you guys take this to other states, or do you kind of remain in the Colorado area?
We've been doing regional runs. It's really mostly been Colorado, Utah, Wyoming. We kind of just been doing this loop. Salt Lake City was really the first city that kind of adopted us outside of Denver, which was cool. And we tried to do, we tried to do a Northern California run in April of last year, and it got shut down by a blizzard. So, yeah, we ended up getting stuck at home and not hitting it. I really regretted the whole thing, and then Agnostic Front got stuck in a blizzard for like 3 days in the middle of nowhere. Like, we're right on the path we were going to go. We're like, nah, it's fine. We were fine. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But no, we've got that tour with Ghost Frame we're doing in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Las Vegas.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be a nice week. Yeah, we're going to be playing Albuquerque, Phoenix, a couple shows in SoCal and Vegas. So that'll all get announced in January. We're kind of just finalizing a couple details here and there, but most of the shows are already set. And because of the weather, we're going south. Screw it. Like we're gonna just get out of town. Basically, between Denver and Pueblo, which is about 2.5 hours. Once you get past Pueblo, man, it's not really shitty weather. Like it starts warming up. New Mexico's not that bad. So
yeah, New Mexico rocks. Albuquerque's sick. I love it out there.
Yeah, dude. I know. We tried to get down to Albuquerque last year when we did that big show with Dillinger and Converge. There was a ton of kids that came up for it. They're like, "You got to come down. You got to come down," and then it just didn't work out. And so, but now I was like, we're going to be there in April. I've already hit all those kids up on Instagram. So,
cool. All right. This is Tongues of Hell by Suicide Cages. We're going to listen to the entire track and then break it down afterwards. Let's break this down. Oh shit. And I don't hope I hope you don't take offense that I'm laughing right now. I laugh when I am just like hyped on something.
Sick. Thanks, man.
I don't think I stopped headbanging from the second it started to when it ended. That was just I like when I think of what I call bangers.
Yeah.
That's what I think about.
Thanks,
just
dude.
the whole time you're just fucking ready to go.
Dude, that's a fun one, man. Yeah. That one always gets well alive. So
yeah, I bet it does. Man, I feel like I have the chills right now. I'm just like, how can I listen to that track and then just like sit and ask questions afterwards? Like, I just want to like get in a pit somewhere.
oh man. Well, hopefully sometime when you come out here.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Is this a live staple for you guys? Is this always on your set list?
It's our biggest song streaming wise.
Oh, cool.
Single off there. So at this point, yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Oof.
Yeah. The song and the song right before it'll probably. I don't see them leaving the set list anytime.
I was recently at a live WWE event. I think it was Monday Night Raw. In Arizona. And there were just so many kind of bangers and hard-hitting songs. And I'm just like, one of the places that this took me is I can just see this like larger-than-life wrestler walking out to this ramp, like running down to the ring with this song just playing behind him. I don't know. It just gave me that vibe, and it kind of took me back to this place of just being in an arena with like
that's cool
entertainers. That's kind of where it took me.
Yeah, that would be sick.
So let's break down a little bit of these lyrics here. Situational deniability. At what point do we eat our young? Instructed or willingly. Junior detectives in fear. Junior detectives. That sounds like an insult to someone.
It is 100%. Yeah, it's like it's intended to be derogatory. Like not towards anybody in particular, but it's like, again, like kind of going back to that time where I'm like I'm a very progressive liberal person, so I'll just put it out there.
Okay.
And seeing the obvious that was going to happen, and now this world that we live in, I was just like, God damn it! Like, why are we heading in a direction that is going to negatively impact so many of my friends and so many people? And this like junior detective phrase kept sticking with me, where I'm like, it's like lazy research, you know? You're like, do you really know what you're talking about, or do you just read it on Facebook?
God, yep.
Like that's kind of where that phrase, like, junior detective,
because there's so many people that just become detectives, YouTubers that become detectives. You know what I mean? And just like interviewing other YouTubers, and it's becoming ridiculous.
Well, yeah, and then it's just like, dude, it's like bad information turned into secondhand, bad information turned into third and 15th, and you're like, fuck, man. Like, does anybody really pay attention enough to like get where we are?
Is anyone thinking for themselves?
Exactly, yeah. And the reality is, like, I understand that most people, regardless of where they stand, are just genuinely good individuals who are just trying to take care of their family and their little ecosystem and do their best. But, like, God, man, I can't be on social media much anymore for that reason. It's just it could be a very exhaustive because people speak on truths that aren't.
I feel that. Junior detectives in fear. I like that line. A fondness of scars. When the applause stops, what's left for you? Junior detectives in desperation. A fondness for scars. It sounds like people just jumping at a specific news topic and just writing with it. A fondness for scars, something that you can place on another group and just go with it, and kind of put it on a specific group of people.
Yeah, totally. And it's like that idea too that folks like to slow down for the car crash, metaphorically or intentionally. And it's that kind of same thing where you're like, people are looking for scapegoats and things they don't understand. Truthfully, is what it comes down to, and it's people are. I feel like a lot of folks are afraid of things that are they don't understand and are confusing, and sometimes it's just people being people, and it doesn't mean
why do you think that is? Why do you think people are afraid of that?
I think it kind of goes back to some of the stuff we talked about, with your folks moving to Longmont versus where it is today. And you're like, I think when people grow up in these communities where they're not surrounded by diversity, regardless of whether that's, race, sexual orientation, otherwise, I think it tends to lend to people who are a little more closed-minded or a little less open to others. And there's some really great towns in the mountains, man, and like a lot of beautiful scenery, but not a lot of folks who don't look the same.
Sure.
And I think people get comfortable with that, unfortunately. And the reality is, like, there's so many people that are just trying to be themselves, just trying to live their authentic self and their authentic life. And it doesn't mean that it's a slide on others just because you don't understand why they want to do that. It's just also it's not your fucking business. Like let people be themselves, man.
That took me to your line, plausible deniability. It sounds like a place of not accepting what's happening around you.
Very much so, yeah. It's very much about folks just basically trying to wash their hands, be like, I don't get it, I don't know. Like,
yeah, exactly. I know what I know, and that's it. I'm not trying to learn. Don't educate me. I know what my mind is, and I'm kind of just being closed off.
Yeah, and what sucks too is like Facebook specifically and things of that nature are these intentionally built echo chambers that kind of insulate into that little world, and you've got your circle of friends that all say the same thing.
Right. There's no one questioning you, no one asking you why you think this way, and kind of just making you think.
Yeah, and you're not doing spending any real time reading or talking to people. I like having conversations with people that you don't really know that are different than you. I think is fucking cool.
I love it.
I think it's awesome, and it's really not. It's really not a challenging thing. I think people are afraid of it, but I think it's so cool. Like I sell groceries for a living. I work for a food distributor, and I just walk into restaurants all the time and just talk to people, man. And it's cool. Like, it's just cool because, like, I've got customers that are Brazilian restaurants, Mexican restaurants, Italian restaurants, and it's just these like little snapshots of these people doing what they know to do and like what they're proud of. And it's just like each place is similar but not the same, and you have so many cool, interesting conversations, and I learned so much. I love it, man.
I love listening to people that I do not agree with.
Yeah,
I love learning new things, and I have one of the things that just changed my life is I had one of my best friends believed in something that I did not, and I just said, I love you. Why do you tell me just straight up? Why do you feel this way?
Yeah.
And we're so close, and he told me, and I was just a friend and listened, and I actually learned something.
Yeah.
Like, you never know what you're going to learn from just listening to someone that there doesn't always need to be an argument or a disagreement. You can just learn from each other and then respect each other.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You have to. Otherwise,
it is wild.
Yeah, otherwise you end up in these weird little echo chambers that are just constantly reaffirming your biases and your feelings.
Yeah, because there's so much outside of just politics of what makes a person believe what they do. And it's just like, okay, that's part of us, but that's not all of us. Let's just kind of see where we're all coming from, and then maybe if we disagree or not, but we all agree on music. We all love music.
Yeah, man, totally. And that's the thing is, like, sure, like, this song is like rooted and written in like a political view, but at the same time, it doesn't always. Not everything applies to politics on this. It's really that idea of just closed-mindedness in general.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Where's our shame in this promised land? Grace upon the children, graves upon our fathers. Nauseous from the ride. What is ride? Just life?
Yeah, and just the day-to-day grind of being an American right now.
Okay.
I think is kind of the ups and downs of it, and really, to me, something I've had to do really since COVID, truthfully, is limit the amount of intake I'm willing to give the news on a daily basis, and not allowing those types of things to consume you. Like taking a minute, reading current events, trying to dig a little deeper, finding places on Reddit that don't feel insane to me, and then cutting it off for the day, and then just going and living the rest of my day.
It becomes addicting, though, Devin. It's addicting.
And it's supposed to be. And like
right.
everything on your phone wants push notifications in your face 24/7. And it's like, I got to turn that shit off. I got to limit the apps I have, and I need to set aside a dedicated time to live that part and to read and fulfill that what I need, and I need to cut that shit out and then just go be a person and be around people and get the hell out of the house.
Yeah. So like speaking on being a person, outside of suicide cages and anything else musically that you might have going on in your life, just like jamming or whatever it is, set aside that just for a second.
Sure.
When it comes to mental health and the music relationship that you have, how has music, as a listener, how has music guided you through just your life or your mental health, or just leading you up to where you're at now?
Man, music has always been an important part of my life. I think even when I was a kid growing up, it was like I was always socially awkward. I was nervous. Like I had friends, but I just didn't meet new people. I didn't go out and talk to folks. I barely talked to kids in my high school. But like I just loved sitting in my room with CDs and just reading the books and listening to them. And that was like, pre-streaming. Some people remember, some people don't. Like you had to like mow lawns and shit to get your $10 to $15 to go buy.
I totally did that.
Yeah,
that was me.
And then you go buy a CD and it sucks. Yeah, and you're like, fuck.
I just wasted a whole week on this.
Yeah, you're like, I don't have another $15. Like I can't just go buy another CD. And
yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna sit here and try so hard to like this. And some stuff, it
grows on you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. There's so many records that like over time do grow on you. The first listen, you're like, I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah.
But I think that taught me early on to give things a second or third or fifth.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
But I think like it teaches patience in that piece, and I think just having like a physical copy of something with like the lyrics and everything else and like the artwork and knowing what our guitar player puts into this to feel it, like look into it. I love to look at other records and be like, man, like the effort and the thought process and the time and the intentionality. Like to me, music is the full package, and the artwork and lyrics are part of it. And I think sitting there and listening to music is still very therapeutic and calming to me, and like going to the record store and thumbing through record stacks is very therapeutic and calming, and like it's just cool, man. Going to shows is fun. Like I don't know, I mean, we talk about that a lot. It's like, look, like streaming revenue sucks. Spotify unfortunately has never been artist friendly. There's a whole lot of other shit they're doing now, so it's like you just go to a show, like I don't know,
buy some merch.
Yeah, man, support bands in other ways.
Pick up a vinyl.
Dude, so it means like, well, we make just enough off of streaming to pay for the company that hosts our streaming for the year, which is sick. I'm like, cool. We broke even.
There you go.
So like, I'm grateful for that because that wasn't always the case. But man, like when we play a set and I get off stage and I go sell merch and somebody like comes up and gives you $20 and like buys something that says nice things. That's crazy. That feels so good. Where I'm like, the world's hard, money's tight. To go out, it's like you're paying to park. You might have a couple drinks if that's your thing.
Yeah.
To get in, then you're gonna buy merch. Like, damn, man, that's cool. Like, thank you. Like, it means so much. It's cool when people on social media repost like physical copies of our stuff, however they got it, or like in our t-shirts, and I'm like, man, like, thank you. It's just cool. And like our drummer is kind of socially awkward, and he's really come out of his shell, and he's kind of on his own mental health journey. But I was like, hey man, you just need to come over and sell merch for a while. Like people give you $20 and say nice things to you. It feels good. And he was like, I don't know. And I was like,
they might even ask you to sign a few things.
Yeah, dude, sometimes. And he was like, this is crazy. I was like, you're a good drummer. Like, kids, like people want to talk to you about drumming. So like,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't know shit. I'm not a drummer. So yeah, man, I think that music has always been so important to me in
Cool.
so many different ways. And it's like, from making like burn CDRs to like now being able to like build stuff on streaming. Like I still use streaming. I just, when I can, I do my best to buy something from bands, like my friends' bands. Like if we're on tour and like we're connecting, I try to at least buy a T-shirt. Like none of us have a ton of money, but like let's do what we can to help each other out.
Yeah. It was funny when my wife and I well, we weren't married when we first moved in together, but kind of when she first saw my closet and we moved in together, it was just like banty, tour, this tour, that tour. She was like, she was kind of laughing at me, but I'm like, you don't understand. Like music means so much to me, and I feel so grateful that I get to see my favorite bands. And so if I'm going to see them, I want to support them. I know I have a million shirts, but to me, like, this is my thank you to the band for doing what they do. And
yeah, man, we're all trying.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah.
Dude, like I know, man, I've been going to shows since I was 15, and it's like it just doesn't get old. Like, no. I still love it. I still love to go support, like, it's big shows, small shows, my friends playing shows with, like, it's exciting to play shows with bands that we've never played with before because it's cool and like
building community.
Well, yeah, man, and then we make friends. So like when we first started, we were always the odd, weird, mathy metalcore band, and there weren't any other bands like us in Denver. And now we've kind of like risen to a little further with like a medium-sized deal, but it's been cool because
you're headlining shows out in Denver now, so some of you guys are doing is working.
We're doing okay. We're doing pretty well. I'm grateful that people care. But it's been cool because there's so many younger bands that are just like, oh shit, we're so excited to play with you guys. Yeah, and it just feels cool. That's and like really you're like, cool, man, I would much rather play with the super young, excited kids than some like grouchy old dudes.
Yeah, totally.
Like, about shit. You're like, no way, man.
Like, it's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah, man. I was like, these kids are just excited and they just want to play a good show. And like,
and I'm sure a lot of them listen to you guys too.
Yeah, and that's cool, man. And like, it's a good reminder. And Derek from Brayburn always says this. He's like, this is fun.
Yeah.
And like, he does a good job of reminding us that it's fun. And like, playing shows with kids that are just so excited to play a show that they want to play. You're like, this is fun, man. You're right.
Yeah.
Like, this is why we do this. We all, I don't know. There's a limited amount of free time we have. There's a limited amount of time on this earth. So like, let's just enjoy this. And at some point, maybe it's not fun anymore. We'll take a different approach.
Reevaluate then. Enjoy it now, though.
We're not there, dude. We're just grinding, writing songs.
Yeah.
Out with our friends. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's funny because like
living the dream.
Mike and I, our guitar player, kind of like co-band dads. And it's funny because we tend to only bicker when we have large gaps between shows. And I'm like, oh, it's because we're not doing the fun part. It's because we like, we're just talking business and LLC shit, but not playing shows. And I'm like, we're not really mad. We both want the same thing. It's just we got to go do the fun stuff for a week, and then you push the reset button, balance it out.
Yeah,
realize that we do love each other.
Yeah, when life starts lifing, you have to learn that balancing act of what you love and what gives you that passion in life, but also real life responsibilities and relationships and kids and wives the older you get. And it's a whole thing. But if you really love what you're doing, it's you'll make it work. And it sounds like that's what you guys are doing.
We're doing our best, man. Yeah, we're all happy. It's a priority to us. 2026 is going to be a big year. So
that actually leads me into my final question for you, and I was going to say, so besides the dope show you got coming up on February 28th at HQ for Brayburn's, what else is 2026 looking like for Suicide Cages?
So we've got 12 shows booked between February 28th and the end of April.
Shit.
Most of them have not been announced yet. We've only got 3 that have been announced so far: Denver, Colorado Springs, and Fort Collins. I guess I did talk about that tour. So a good chunk of it is that tour, which we'll get announced.
12 shows. Wow, you guys are really going at 2026. Just
we're trying, man. Like we usually play.
Just like your music, you're just going right out the gate.
We try to play 20 to 25 shows a year.
Wow, good for you guys.
Yeah, man. And like you can lump it in. Like if you're gonna do like Grand Junction, Colorado Spring, or Grand Junction, Salt Lake City, Cheyenne. You can do like a quick 3-day weekend. And, we try to get out of Denver as much as we can. So yeah, we've got those. Mother of Thousands, our 2023 EP, is getting re-released in February as a 9-song album. So there's a lot of bonus content on that. Some old re-recorded songs, and then we've got that split with Ghost Frame from California, our label mates. We both have to record our songs, so that's a little ways out. That'll come out sometime in the summer. And yeah, really just working on this full length, man. Trying to record 10 songs, kind of chunked out throughout the year is going to be a challenge, but we want to do it right. And
you'll make it work.
Yeah, man, we love the people we work with. We're very fortunate. We've got this guy Felipe Patino out here. He used to work at the Blaster Room in Fort Collins, and he's got credit on like Rise Against Records and NoFX Records, and like
that's sick.
He was always the guy that we were like, I don't know, he's the punk rock kid, and then he started doing just like cool heavy shit, and we were like, okay, hold on, he's just good at his job. He's recorded our last couple albums, and we did a show about 2 years ago with Better Lovers, and we made friends with Will Putney, who's also in And that Fit for an Autopsy and runs his own recording studio.
Oh, cool.
He has a Grammy for a Body Count record, and so he helps us with mix and mastering.
That's amazing. You guys have some great talent working with you.
Yeah, man. He's been, I asked him on that Mother of Thousands EP, and he's like, yeah, sure, dude, and did it for us, and he did the new record, and so like he's just good at what he does, man. He's, he works with counterparts and stick to your guns straight from the path, like Incendiary. So much good shit at Every Time I Die. So you're like, all these albums we love. He's had his hand in, and so he just makes our shit sound massive.
It does, and it really does.
Yeah.
When I listened to this track, I just felt like this was just something that should be larger than life, because that's what it sounds like.
Thanks, man. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for. I mean,
yeah.
Like when
yeah.
The way that we try to look at this stuff is like,
well, you guys are headlining shows, so something's working. Like I said, you guys are doing it right.
It's working, man. And recording for us is like, this shit's forever, man. Like,
yeah.
We don't want to cut. We don't want to.
It's a cool way of looking at it. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to put out something that sucks or that.
This is your legacy right here.
Yeah, man. And we've had recordings in the past that we weren't super proud of, and now we're like, you know what? We're gonna work with people we're comfortable with. It's gonna take the time it takes. It's gonna cost the money it costs. We'll figure it out, because it's forever, and we want to be proud of what comes out.
What is the year gap from the one that you're re-releasing?
It's almost 2 years.
2 years. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we released it ourselves before we were on Braver, and then we just sold. It's been 100% sold out for a long time. So we sold through all the vinyl, all the CDs. And so we were going to repress it ourselves, and then Derek from Brayburn was like, "Yeah, I'd love to do that for you guys."
Oh, okay.
But like since then, like we had a remix, and then we were like, "Well, what if we took this 4-song EP and turned it into something bigger?" So we re-recorded. We've got an album called Cascading Failure that we still play some of the songs, but the recording it doesn't capture who we are anymore, and we've got a new bass player since then. So we re-recorded some of those songs and put those on the B-side with a couple other special tracks. And so we were like, fuck it, man, let's make a 4-song EP and 9-song collection. And so we just Mike redid the whole artwork. There's a new layout for that. And so
when's that? You said that maybe next summer that might drop. When is that one supposed to come out?
That one comes out in February.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that one comes out in February.
Right in time for the show.
Yeah, well, that's the plan. That's the goal. If it all works out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have the whole B side will be dropped as a digital EP. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about after Christmas, I guess.
Cool.
Pay attention to our social media.
Yeah, so that just means I'm gonna have to have you guys on again to talk about all the new stuff.
Let me know, brother. I'm happy to anytime. Yeah.
Well, dude, Devin, thank you for coming on and telling your story. I am very excited to be working with you and Talking Point and Ironox. And everybody else on the lineup. I'm very stoked about it. And shout out to Brayburn Records for setting all this up. And yeah, if you're out in the Denver, Colorado area, February 28th at HQ, be there. Suicide Cage is headlining. It's going to be a great show. Some great bands. And yeah, go check it out. Tickets to that show is in my link tree on the Heavy Mental Breakdown website, and then also the Brayburn's websites, and I'm sure you can find it on all the other bands stuff too. Where is the best place for everybody to find Suicide Cages? What does that handle look like for you guys?
Basically search Suicide Cages anywhere but TikTok. We're on there, but they don't like us. But if you go to suicidecages.com, you'll see a full breakdown. It's got links to all of our socials, everywhere to stream. We're on like 80 different streaming services, every social media platform. Look us up. You can't miss us. Nothing else comes up when you Google us. So
awesome.
Suicide Cages, type that into Google. You'll find us. We got you.
February 28th at HQ, Denver, Colorado. Devin, thank you so much for jumping on this, man. I will talk to you soon. Thank you for sharing your story. I'll see you in the pit, my friend.
Yes, sir.